Hey, what's up guys? 8-Bit or Cody here. And today I kind of want to talk about some projects that I've got going on since Frontier is currently on hold before I work out exactly how to reboot it, because I'm not very happy with it. But anywho, so, oh, whoops, I accidentally just knocked some stuff on my desk over. Anywho, you're probably wondering what this is about. Well, I am one of the first projects I'm planning right now, and actually mostly 2 pages into, is sort of like this 80s neon themed revenge story, and it's gonna be wild, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. Well, it's a lot of fun to work on for me, and I'm hoping that it's gonna be fun for you guys to read, but like I said, I'm mostly 2 pages through it. I still have to add some bits here and there to both pages, but each page is taking up most of my day to make, so it's probably not going to be ready for a really long time. And that doubles considering that I'm working on another project called... Nope. Called Pathfinders. And basically, it's gonna be this like... It's gonna be like... It's based around this guild called the Pathfinders, made up of a giant fluffy moth, a giant fluffy forest moth, named Athena. She is the Pathfinder's main mode of transportation, and she really likes light. Duh. There is a fire elemental named Ellie. I mostly named her that so I could make the pun Elemental. But then there is an elf. Her name is Maria. She really likes nature, and she's a bit of a forager. And then there is a human witch named Erica. And a fun little gimmick that I came up with for Erica's character specifically is that her bloodline was actually cursed. So whenever, like, most of the time when she tries to cast spells or do most things magic related, it ends up backfiring somehow. Like, it could drain her mana, like, say she tries to do something simple like make a light, it could end up blowing up in her face. But what she lacks in being able to cast spells and stuff, she more than makes up for with her alchemy and potion making. And basically they live in this giant, basically just a giant redwood tree that they've hollowed the top out of and turned into sort of like a base of operations. And it's gonna be really cool. The first comic I have planned for that is called Graveyard Shift, where they're really tight on money, so they have to like take on a bunch of quests. That's gonna be a big thing for the series. And the first quest that they take on that we see is basically this gravedigger has been having trouble with the undead in this graveyard. And so the Pathfinder's job is to sort of just act as bodyguards and keep the undead away from the dude while he's trying to work. And something about Ellie is she is petrified by the idea of zombies. But fire is one of the only ways you can kill them, so that's going to be like a bit of a character step up moment for her. Like, is she gonna let the fear of the undead prevent her from being able to help her friends actually defeat these undead pests, or is she gonna step up and face her fears? And that's gonna be kind of fun to watch play out. And I think that the characters are kind of gonna bounce off of each other pretty well. I'm really trying to plan out the world so that everything sort of makes a little more sense than me just jumping directly into it. Although I do have a cover and a little bit of concept art done for that. Most of that's on my Ko-fi page though, so it's like only for supporters and stuff. But anyways, so this project, its working title is Mechanical Butterfly. This is like the color scheme for the sky. It's mostly these two purples, and then up at the very top I add this little bit of white, and then I blur it all together, and I add white polka dots. Although I can't because I don't have my drawing tablet plugged in at the moment, so my mouse doesn't really work for this. But here's kind of how it's gonna look. I'm pretty happy with it. It's got like the cool blue lights, sort of just lighting up the city. The sky looks really cool. And overall, I really like the design of the character. I'm going for like a sort of 80s punk rock type thing. She's part cyborg, which allows her to control her wings. And what I have planned out for this story is it's going to be a lot of fun, but I don't want to give too much away. So I guess you'll just have to wait for future videos about it, and maybe if everything works out how I hope it will. But the future's unpredictable, so it might not. But if everything goes the way I want it to, it might even hit stores at some point. Right now it's still way too early to tell just how the process of it's gonna go and everything, but I'm pretty hopeful for it. Anyways, that has been my comic update, and hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you next time. Next time I'm probably not gonna record at 4:51 in the morning though. Anyways, toodles.